So that's, I mean, we did discuss a few other things, but that's the basic premise for placing an order using the call center management application. We can go through some different scenarios and have a look at some other parts of the screens that maybe you didn't get to see. So I'll go through this a few times just so you can see the screens a bit better, get a better feel for how to use them, what's available, and what you can do. Again, I'm just going to start the process again. In this case, right now, I'm on the phone with the customer. I'm going to look up Smith. In this case, I just entered that name. I find the right customer I'm working with, select that customer. I make sure everything's okay. I hit customer info is okay. Once I move into this screen, I know which item I'm going to be using. I just want one of those. Now it depends on the order size. You know, as you're working with a customer, this process can take long, or it can be really quick depending on what you're doing. In this case, everything looks good to me, so I can move into shipping instructions. Or if I'm fine with the actual freight within here and I don't want to change any of the actual shipping information or warehouse information, I don't need to edit that. I can also choose to end the order right now and go straight to payments. So in this case, I skipped that step because I want to leave everything as the default. I enter my actual customer PO. And in this case right here, as you can see, the first option selected is the credit card. And with our credit card solution, we have the ability, if I click on credit card, it's going to basically show me the cards I have available within here. I can select one of these cards, so I can also add a card within here if I needed to. In this case, for this customer, I have 3 credit cards stored that are actually valid at the moment, so I could select any one of these cards that's actually stored for this customer. What this means is this customer has previously used this card and I've decided to store it in the system. This is actually tokenized and stored in PayPal, so no credit card information is stored within JD Edwards. I'm just using the token that's associated to this card to place this transaction. So if I select that card, I'm basically going to get that card information come through. Within here, the only information that I need from my customer is their CSC code, if I'm using that in this case. So I'd enter that 3-digit code. If it's a MasterCard, if it's an Amex, you know, it's going to be the 4-digit difference. Once I've entered that with the stored credit card, my amount to pay is populated. Now, in this case, if I needed to split that payment, I could, you know, make that 200 and go amount to pay. And I'm basically authorizing 200 against that particular credit card. In this case, now I get an option. Do I want to pay with the CC that I have on file? Yes. So I click that button. That payment will go ahead and get processed. As you can see, payments right now, if I click onto the payment tab right there, it's going to show me the actual payments that have been made for this order. In this case, I've got 1 credit card transaction for $200 for this order. That authorization has been taken, and it's stored in PayPal, and it shows me the basic card information that I've used to store that. And as you can see, the authorization is pending. It's pending for me to place this order. In this case right here, I'd close that. And if I needed to, I could go ahead and settle the remainder on a customer's account. Or if I wanted to, again, I've still got the credit card information stored within there. I could go amount to pay and use the same card again and settle the remainder of the bill. Now, if I needed to, I could change that card also. In this case right now, I've settled the amount owing for this order. So I have both payments totaling $316.28. You can see that within here. And once I place this order, I go, this time instead of hitting submit and close and looking up the order, I'll just hit submit and enter new, and I'll be ready to start the process again with another customer that calls in.